Today on Logan Lee's Adventures, my husband Jeroen and I explore the heart of Italy's Amalfi Coast with a morning hike on the Path of the Gods, then to lunch in Positano before taking a ferry to Amalfi town and then going up to Ravello. It's a whirlwind Italian sojourn, so let's andiamo! Ciao a tutti to the paths of the gods.
It's all the Italian he knows.
Starting off the day with the path of the gods. Now that sounds intense, but what it is this gorgeous hike all along on top of the Amalfi Coast. You can already see these beautiful little towns right by the seaside. It's about a 2.5 to 3 hour hike, so starting it off really early when you have most of the trail to yourself, and of course before the heat gets so intense as it does in the summer here in Italy is the right moment. There's many reasons why the inhabitants of this place call this hike the Path of the Gods. Now, legend has it that the gods came down to this pathway to use it as a link to get down to the sea. And at the sea there would be sirens who use their voice as singing to seduce Ulysses and the gods themselves. On this hike, this is how I realized what made the Amalfi Coast so special. It's because it feels impossible, and yet there it is, completely real and daring us to take it in. Logie Bears, this is a place where the land didn't gently meet the sea, it plunged into it. Mountains fall away without apology, villages cling where villages have no business clinging to, and roads twist like they were sketched by someone in love rather than by an engineer. Everything about the Amalfi Coast feels a little defiant, as if beauty here required stubbornness. Are you going to go pet it?
I think it's running away from me.
Oh. So cute. It really is running away from your room. Ciao, piggy. What a scenic place to live.
Look at the tail.
Yeah. What makes it unforgettable is the way scale messes with you. From the water, the cliffs feel so enormous, almost theatrical, but from above where we are, the sea looks calm and infinite, like a silk sheet pulled tight. You're constantly shifting perspective, boat to staircase, piazza to terrace, and each time the coast shows you a different version of itself. No single viewpoint ever tells the whole story here. Finally, after a hike, we are treated with some yummy, freshly squeezed, mixed oranges and lemon granita. The moment we arrive to Positano, suddenly the world tilts downwards. houses spills off the cliffs like a box of sun-faded crayons, peach, coral, butter yellow, all tumbling toward the sea as if gravity here has a softer touch. Nothing is straight, including us. Nothing is rushed. Even time seems to slide instead of tick. Positano. Now, after that hike, the heat rose like sizzling, bubbling intensely. So it's so nice to just sit down right here, just right at the start of Positano, and we're gonna get some luncheon on at Ristorante Sera Una Volta. We have some zucchini flowers that's stuffed with ricotta and salami here. Grazie. And then here we have a whole seafood platter.
Grazie.
And here we have homemade pasta. It's so good with seafood. And then we have tiramisu double, because this one we don't share at all. Walking through Positano with Jeroen is an exercise in surrender. There are no just popping out quickly errands. Every step is a staircase. Every staircase is an invitation to pause, turn around, and stare. Bougainvillas explodes over white walls, linen dresses sway from open shop doors, and somewhere above us, someone is cooking with lemons the size of softballs, and I swear I can smell it. I love all of these houses just being built on the cliffside. So this is Positano. It's the splashy front page cover of the Amalfi Coast itself, and from the pink and the terracotta to the pastel yellow houses, this is what makes it. Positano is made of so many hills that you just go up, down, and all around just to see the town. But this is what you get. I love this boutique line alleyways of just local designer shops. The town hums but gently, the sea still glassy and pale. Soon, Positano stretches into its glamorous self. The beach fills with bronze body and striped umbrellas. Boats idle offshores like they're waiting to be admired. Apparel spritzes arrive unprompted, sweating in the sun, and yet, for all of its beauty, Positano is not polished smooth as you think it would be. Not like Capri. You'll get lost and somehow end up higher than before. The glamour is earned here, not just handed to you, and maybe that's why it feels so intoxicating to be here. The beauty asks something of you first. This whole wisteria line road is filled with different art vendors, different jewelry makers. It's quite whimsical. Jeroen and I then take the ferry from Positano towards our next stop on the Amalfi Coast, Amalfi Town. Ferries run mainly from the late spring to early fall when the calm seas make for a smooth sailing right from Positano's main dock, and you can get tickets here too. Wow! Upon boarding the ferry, the shimmering Tyrrhenian Sea splits into 1,000 liquid greens and blues beneath a sky as clear as prayer. The cliffs of the Amalfi Coast rise like cathedral spires, crowned with pastel houses, clinging improbably to sheer rock. From the deck of our ferry, just our senses are rejoicing. It feels like you can feel the salt breeze flirting with our hair, the cries of distant seagulls, the perfume of citrus drifting from hidden gardens perched above. When we were on Capri, which is not so far from here, and definitely check out that vlog that I made, we rented a private boat with a captain and sailed around the island. But this is such a different experience itself. As Positano shrinks behind us, its terracotta roofs cascading down to the sea like an artist's happy accident, Jeroen and my eyes shift to the rugged curve of coastline ahead. The ferry feels like it's gliding across the glittery water, foreshadowing Amalfi's graceful harbor embraced by mountains. Every wave here mirrors the sun, and every horizon promises yet another breathtaking vista. This truly is not merely just a transport, it's poetry in motion, Loki Bears. In a land where every bend in the road is a postcard waiting to happen, the Positano to Amalfi ferry stands out as a highlight. You have to do it if you're here. It's a journey that brings you closer to the sea, to the coast, romance, and to the heart of Italy's most celebrated shoreline. We've arrived to Amalfi. The moment we arrived by sea, the town opens into itself all at once. The harbor, the piazza, the cathedral, steps rising dramatically as if the town decided long ago that faith and spectacle could coexist. Life gathers here. Ferries unload, children kick balls across stone, locals argue lovingly over espresso. It's busy, yes, sea, but not fragile. This is the beautiful church that's in the middle of the town. Look at these doors, and also look at all these steps that we climbed up to give us this view of the square. Amalfi can handle a crowd. It always has. And that's because Amalfi was once a powerhouse. Long before tourism, long before postcards and sun hats, not many people know that Amalfi was a maritime republic, rivaling Venice, Pisa, and Genoa. From around the 9th to the 11th century, the small town ruled trade routes across the Mediterranean. Its sailors navigated by the stars. Its merchants moved silk, spices, and ideas, and the Amalfi maritime laws became one of the earliest codes of sea law in all of Europe. This was a town that understood the world beyond its horizons. These streets of Amalfi town is so cute. Look at this little cave-in carver that I'm in right now. It sells different knickknacks.
He too tall. He too tall.
You feel that history in the bones of the place, in the Duomo di Sant'Andrea with its striped facade and Arab Norman influences. You see Amalfi's global past written in stone, in the narrow alleys behind the main streets where sunlight barely reaches and laundry still hangs overhead. You sense centuries layer on top of one another, like sediment. Amalfi is also a town shaped by work, not just wealth. Paper mills once lined the valleys behind it, powered by mountain streams. Handmade paper from Amalfi was prized across Europe, and the tradition survives quietly today, tucked away from the piazza crowds. Even now, the town feels industrious beneath the charm, purposeful rather than performative. Finally, some of our favorite dessert, the tiramisu. Because we're tiramisu connoisseur, we have to try them all. Even the ones in Amalfi. Cute. And what do you think of it so far?
Approved. Oh, look at this. All this cream.
Oh my gosh, this fountain has water coming out of her breast. Ready?
Just like when he was a baby.
Hey, Demi. Oh, Amalfi Coast. Never cease to amaze me. Alright, so we're down here in little old Amalfi town. And now, you see all the way up there? We're gonna hop into our car and drive up all those hills into our next and final Amalfi Coast town. So cool. Okay, on our way, we're passing Praiano Commune, this is basically the one road that stretches all along down the Amalfi Coast. And look at these little miniature houses just along this road. So this is called a Praiano miniature. Pretty sure this is a copy of basically the town of Praiano. Like the town church.
It's a Chinese statue.
Literally, it's built into the nook of this rock. Got this. Whoop, whoop. Now, Logie Bears, no Amalfi Coast road trip is complete without the Amalfi Drive, officially called the Strada Statale 163, or just SS163 if you want to sound like you know what you're doing. This is the legendary coastal road of southern Italy. It clings to sheer cliffs between the town of Vitry-sur-Mer, which we were in a previous vlog, and Positano in this earlier vlog, threading past Amalfi, Praiano, and a string of pastel villages that look like they were stacked by hand. The Tyrrhenian Sea is right there, thousands of feet below, flashing blue through sandstone guardrails. It's one of those drives where the journey is the destination, and locals take it like it's nothing. And much of the road was carved directly into the cliffs in the 19th century, following older donkey paths. It's just another beautiful road trip in the Amalfi Coast.
Positano.
Over there?
Yeah.
Wow. So we're driving down this coast. That's our road trip mobile. And then look at this. Oh. It's just unbelievably, phenomenally stunning here. Yo, so that right there, or what that mountain, or what looks like a mountain, is actually Vesuvius, the volcano Vesuvius, and right over there is Pompeii. Ravello's story begins in late antiquity, around the 5th century, when Roman families fled coastal invasions and sought safety in the hills. So what started as a refuge grew into something far grander. Last but not least is Ravello on the Amalfi Coast. Well, is it considered on the coast because this town is actually 365 meters up above the Tyrrhenian Sea of the Amalfi Coast. But you can feel the nice breeze. Well, you can feel it, but I can feel it. And all these garden views of the villas all around us. So this town, Hasi, is actually known for its music festivals, like the Ravello Festival, and its symphonies, as well as a very musical city.
Oh, when is it?
This summer.
Now, during the Middle Ages, Ravello became a wealthy, cultured outpost of this powerful maritime republic of Amalfi, trading in wool and silk and maintaining connections as far as North Africa and the Byzantine East. That prosperity still shows. You have the Duomo of Ravello, built in the 11th century, which stands with surprising authority for such a small town. And I hear that its bronze doors were cast in Constantinople, which is such a reminder that this hill town once looked outward to the wider Mediterranean world. Now, when Amalfi fell from power, Ravello faded too, but unlike many places on the coast, its decline preserved it. Time slowed down here, and grandeur softened into an elegance.
I think I may be in love with Ravello. Even this little uphill road with all these beautiful flowers on both sides. It's taking my breath away. And oh look, it's a little church here too.
Ravello waits high above the shoreline, tucked into the folds of the Lattari Mountains, where the air cools, the crowds thin, and the sea becomes something you contemplate rather than chase. The coast below has turned into a vast, shimmering backdrop, and the town itself feels suspended between sky and water. Logie Bears, this isn't a place for rushing. Ravello rewards lingering, whether that be on a bench, in a garden, over a long stroll where the view does half the talking. You can feel how the Amalfi Coast also carries layers of history, labor, and devotion that quietly grounds its beauty. Terraced lemon groves carved by hand, staircases worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, churches tucked into rock faces. This isn't a resort fantasy built overnight. It's a lived-in beauty shaped over generations, which gives it weight and soul. And then there's the emotion of it. The Amalfi Coast doesn't just look romantic, it induces romance with the place, with other people, with life itself. It makes you just feel nostalgic for moments you're still inside. It heightens everything, whether that be joy or longing, appetite, awe. You feel more awake here, slightly undone in the best way. Even though I'd be happy to explore it by myself, venturing around with Jeroen just makes it that much better.
Come for the gardens, but also come for this awesome boardwalk that overlooks part of the coast. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our Amalfi Coast trip just as much as we did, and all these views that we are serving you along this gorgeous, gorgeous peninsula in Italy. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below, and we'll catch you in our next adventure.